What's good, family, friends, collective? Welcome to Truth Heals 1111 with your girl Chloe. You guys, it's the weekend. We made it another week. Thank to the Most High or whoever you subscribe to. So today I am very grateful to be sitting here once again. Another week has passed to be able to give you a collective general message to see what is going on in your energy and what is currently going around in your energy. Now, I'm not going to pull any cards yet. I did sage, pray, meditate. All my cards are in order. So if anything is in reverse, we're going to take a look at negative thinking, negative mindset, and things like that. I also receive downloads and visions and things like that. So I'm going to share them with you. If these messages resonate with you, takes what apply in the message. What does not apply, allow it to fly. It's just not meant for you. Um, my cards do not dictate gender. Male, female, dog, cat, boy, girl. It could be anybody. Just place yourself in the energy that it fits. Um, as well as collective. So I'm a Scorpio. I go deep. So if I come up with like my readings are not superficial. So if you're thinking on a superficial level, it may not resonate with you if it's about superficiality. Take a deeper look into the meaning of the cards. I will show the cards and how it may reflect in your life and apply it to as you see fit. We're not here to force anything. I'm not here to call out anybody or throw anybody under the bus. Just as what spirit and ancestors and guides want me to share with you. I do pray to the Most High. I am going to tap in on low and high vibrational energies. I'm not able to pull on your energy signature, but I will be able to pick up the energy from what is given. If you would like a reading, you can hit me up at truthheals1111 at gmail.com. Um, I'll need time because energetically, being a spiritualist, it is very energetically draining after the read. And that's why I only do it on a weekly basis because on the next day I'm sleeping. um, so again, collective, happy New Year's to you. We are now on day 3 of 2026. Um, let's go ahead and let me go ahead and give you my downloads. All right, collective. So yesterday, right? Did yesterday feel weird to you? Um, as far as like a lot of people, no, energetically, I stayed home, right? Something felt off, something felt misaligned, something was wrong. And tonight's the full moon, but this was yesterday, right? I felt a lot of dark energy. Now, I'm not sure if there is people projecting dark energy in the world or just a lot of dark energy going on. But it was a lot of weird and crazy stuff happening. I stayed grounded, meditated, I stayed home. So if you felt it, you were not the only one on this planet that felt that energy yesterday. A lot of my family, a lot of my friends, we've all said the same thing when I reached out to them yesterday, just feeling like a thrown off day. Not that I did not wake up energetic, happy, very ready for the day. So collective, I love each and every one of you. Um, Okay, the downloads that I receive. Spirit is saying breathe. Whatever you're going through, breathe. It is taking in 3 breaths in the mouth and breathe out the nose. Clear your mind, your thoughts, clear your energy, things like that. Spirit is saying breathe. And another download that I get is somebody lost a few people lost somebody today. I don't know. I had this dream last night. But I could felt the crying and I felt how the loss of someone, feeling so heartfelt and so deep. I started to cry, right? Um, collective. For the past 3 years, we have been fighting a spiritual war. If you look back at the tarot card readings from other readers, you'll see back then at certain times, certain dates, it was a lot of dark energy versus light energy. It was a spiritual war. It was the angels versus the demons collective. You were being pushed to heal, and you were going against a lot of demonic entities that were coming for you. This is still spiritual. This does not mean that when people cross over, that life stops. Energetically, the energy still has to move. It still has to go forward. Nothing is always stopping. Maybe if the universe was to explode, everything would cease to exist. But because we are science and religion, the energy has to keep flowing. Um, I will say that I picked up on Egyptian heritage as well. I pick a lot of it in my dreams. I do pick up a lot of it. So if you believe in Egyptian culture, you wear the symbols and things like that. Something is connecting me to ancient Egypt, and I'm not sure the reason where I'm connected in that. But I'm trying to um, pray about it and listen to my intuition. Um, Along with intuition, spirit is saying listen to your intuition as well. Your thoughts are not your thoughts. Your thoughts can be projected by other people, places, and things. To remember who you are. Spirit is saying if you were to look at a version of a higher self, of your higher self, what would that person look like? How would that person talk? How would that person act? What would that person do in certain circumstances or situations that may crop up? So again, collective, be mindful for 2026. Ask yourself, what would a higher version of yourself do? uh what else is there? I also kept seeing somebody, a mother figure, somebody's mother, right? And I don't know why I seen somebody's mother, but in my heart I felt some sort of anger against this mother figure, right? I'm not sure what is going on in the collective energy when it comes to mother figures and mothers. But I just felt a strong anger from a mother figure, and I'm not sure why I felt that as well. But I kept seeing mothers. Um, Something about okay. For people that practice dark magic. Yeah, yesterday, whatever was the energy that was being felt yesterday was very dark. Something about dark energy being conjured up. You could have scratched yourself. You could have stuck yourself with the needle. You could have woke up with scratches on your body or some sort of where you've seen a drop of blood. Somehow, whatever you've conjured up seems to be attached to you. Not only that, it is in your house. If you have kids, or it was something like, how are you going to explain the scratch marks on my babies, right? And I seen a child having scratch marks on their body, but it was something demonic that scratched that child. How are you going to explain that to CPS? How are you going to explain that to your family, why this child has scratch marks on their body? I'm not sure why I saw a scratch marks on children, or how they got there, but I definitely know it was there's like a dark energy presence in the home. You could hear creaks, you could hear things falling, moving, certain sounds. Whatever dark energy you've conjured up, you've created a portal for dark energy to come through, and because it is in your vibration that it is attached to. um I don't have any insights on how to close that portal or what you did to open it or anything like that, but at first it was a nuisance to me, right? Because not believing in demons and dark spirits and things like that. But when I seen the entity, I was just like, I was just like, what? I was looking at it like, it wasn't bothering me. It was just staring at me. And I'm not sure why I was looking at that entity and that entity was staring at me, but the entity couldn't, it didn't move. It stayed right there just looking at me while I looked at it. Um so for you dark spiritualists, or if you practice dark magic, be mindful of the demonic spirits that you are working with and conjuring up. Because those same dark spirits may not mean but are attached to you. Um and if you have a family, your family could experience that demonic presence as well. You'll know because you'll smell certain scents, you'll feel a certain presence, you'll feel like something rub against you, and you'll look around and you're like nothing's there. You'll think that somebody's watching you. You'll hear certain thoughts, and it'll tell you certain thoughts that are not real. It'll try to feed on you. It'll feed it just feeds. It likes to feed. But first and foremost, it feeds on your fear. In anything, in the Bible it says, in order to defeat the devil, you have to prove the devil wrong. You have to prove, because you know how we say the devil is a lie, right? In order to defeat the devil, we have to prove that the devil is a lie, right? This is why some of us, we don't believe in like demonic presences, or you know um anything where people like candles and things like that. But in all actuality, 2026, there are people, actually, a lot of people practicing magic and unsure about doing magic. Now, I will say this for magic. Magic works on the vibration and frequency that a person is on. So if you have any inner trauma, or something that is a wound that you carry within you, you are open to being spiritually attacked. It is best, to reach out to people, see a counselor, to work on healing the mind, the body, and soul. That way nothing can trigger you, nothing can attack you, nothing can harm you. This is where, again, in the Bible we say we put on the whole armor of God, because when we go from this the low vibrational and we transfer into our high vibrations, right? We reach a sense of maturity where we want changes. We want a new way of life, a new way of thinking. We want positive things to happen for us because we no longer can resonate with the lifestyle that we were living. This is when those traumas and those triggers, we work on healing that. That way those low vibrational things just feel too uncomfortable for us. We give up drinking, we give up smoking, we give up partying, we give up being out at the club, we give up sleeping with multiple people, we give up running around in the streets all night. We give up hanging around certain people, places, and things because we know it no longer fits us. It does something to the spirit. Um, it is good to take a look at, and you don't have to talk about your inner wounds or what you've been through or anything like that, but self reflect for yourself what you've been through and how you got through it. It took a lot of strength, confidence, and resilience to get through what you got through. It wasn't a dark entity that got you through it. You prayed a lot. You believed in a power greater than yourself, that things were going to be always better in your life, even when you don't recognize it. You called upon a power greater than yourself to help you get through certain things. And Spirit is saying, you know, I think Spirit is saying, if you're in low vibrational energy, you've always been calling on people, places, and things, thinking that that was the right choice for you. God. Something about God saying, "Call out my name." Speak His name. Um, Something about going to Him in prayer, getting down on one knee, and just praying to God. Take a deep breath. Um, Yes, take a deep breath. Okay. Now let me depend on the energy. Your energy, collective, your energy signature, money. Something about money. You would like to make more money. You would like to have more money. In regards to love, you put no, love's not even in the equation right now. If it comes, it comes, but I'm not. Confirmation. Alexa, stop. I'm not looking for love right now. Confirmation. Some of you could have lost somebody. You could have separated from somebody, lost somebody. Spirit is saying, take a step back. Um, have a peace of mind, peace of heart for just 1 second. Clear your mind, clear your thoughts. Something about money. Again, somebody's focused on money. Oh my gosh. Somebody wants something new as well. You want something new. What do you want? New. Somebody saw a commercial ad for something new. Somebody is getting ready for school. We're all getting ready for school. Collective, are you ready? Spring semester is about to start. Or somebody is in school. Somebody's struggling with school. Somebody's struggling with learning the materials. Um, Somebody is stepping up to be a better parent for their kids. Somebody is being a better parent for their kids. While there's a father. There's a father that's in their mind about kids. You are something about your kids. You're in your mind. Yes, you're in your mind about your kids. Wow, where am I going here? Boom, boom, boom. I'm all over the place. Gambling. Somebody likes to gamble. Somebody needs to call Gambling Anonymous. Somebody likes to gamble a lot. When they get money, all they do is they gamble, or somebody is gambling their life. Somebody is risking, doing risky things, doing risky behaviors. It's catching up. Somebody here is losing as they gain because they're so used to gambling your life, gambling, making decisions. You're gambling, taking taking a risk and not knowing what you're investing in and what you're going to lose. Something about you losing, something about money, something you're losing money. Something is going to happen where you lose money because you make the wrong investment. Be mindful of what you are investing in. Spirit color, coloring book, color. Uh, in, Ancestor said something about color. You like to color? Color. Do a hobby. Pick up your hobby, pick up an instrument, sing, dance, be playful. Collective, I don't know whether this is all of you. So something about singing, being playful, dancing, having fun, do karaoke, enjoy yourself right now. Instead of worrying about what is going on in life right now, become that big kid again. Or if you're a child, you know, allow your child to be free, allow your child to be playful. Confirmation. Confirmation again. Uh, my phone keeps stinging. Um, Business. It is not a good time to invest. No, it is not a good time to invest in business. If you run a business, it is not time to make any impulsive decisions in regards to a business. Any type of financial or contracts or rules or anything like that. It is not a good time to do that. Um, Y'all, who wants to come up? Somebody said I want to come up. Somebody wants to come up. Who wants a lick? Somebody wants to hit a lick. Uh who wants to hit a lick? Somebody wants some money. Somebody want to hit a lick on some money. Somebody feels like their luck has changed. Your luck is about to change. Something about luck. You're not lucky. You're not being lucky. Um. Oh wow. And there's so many things. Well, I'm smelling fried chicken. I'm smelling. Oh, and then this was another thing during the week collective. I don't know why, but I seen somebody eating chili dogs this week. If this is you, then this reading may resonate with you. A chili dog or hot dog. But I tasted hot dog, and I saw the bun in the hot dog, and I bit it like it was me biting into the hot dog. Um, Oh, I also seen the spirit of Aaliyah as well. I heard the name Todd, but I don't know who Todd is. Um, I don't know. Uh, are you listening to Aaliyah's song? Um, I Care for You. I kept hearing that song, I Care for You by Aaliyah. Maybe this is a song that you heard, or a song that you like to hear, but I kept hearing Aaliyah's song, I Care for You. Um, Maybe you're telling somebody you care about them, or spirit is saying tell somebody you care about that you love them. I'm not sure where those messages were coming from, and where is my where am I? Something about jewelry. Somebody wants some jewelry. You want a new ring? I know I do. I want another diamond collective. I bought myself a ring. I married myself, right? Because I felt like, why do I keep looking for love and marriage when I could just marry myself? I can make my own self happy. So I got one diamond. I'm thinking about getting another one. So pray for me that I manifest the ring that I desire. Um, Coffee, cappuccino, mushroom coffee. Somebody here is deciding to use mushroom coffee because you want to lose weight. You are thinking about drinking mushroom coffee, or mushroom coffee is a good method of losing weight. I plan to incorporate that soon with what I have going on. Mushroom coffee. Some of you could be looking in the mirror, looking at your weight, thinking about the holidays, how much you've eaten and how much more pounds you've gained during the holidays. Some of you are glad that Christmas and New Year's is over. You guys are ready for income tax season. I seen a lot of people getting ready for income tax season, or there's a lot of income tax season places ready to market themselves. People want you to invest with them when filing your taxes. Something about getting a financially getting an increase on your taxes when you file. Make sure you look at the fine print when you're filing. Look at making sure the tax worker that you utilize can give you the most deductibles so you can receive more back when you get your income taxes. Um, do not go buy a car when you get your income taxes. That is not the smart move to make. Do not buy a car. Do not Okay, when you get your taxes, put it up. Put it in a bank account and hold on to it until about March or April. Things will It'll flat line. It'll be a good time. You'll have your money saved. You can even like eat off of those taxes for just those 2 months, but you won't bite a big chunk of most of that money. Something about saving your money. Do not spend when you get your income taxes. Save your money. um, it's so hard out here for a pimp. Who's a pimp saying it's hard out here? The hustle's hard. Somebody's out here hustling. Somebody's saying the hustle is hard. Uh huh. Somebody likes to run. Somebody likes to swim. Somebody very proactive, lives a healthy lifestyle. You are looking to be with somebody. You eat healthy. You live a healthy lifestyle. You are looking for somebody that's just as healthy as you. You have your eyes on somebody as well. You do. You think she's gorgeous as well. She's very beautiful. Um, Nice body, very attractive as well. Uh, Let me see. Let me think who else. When are things gonna get better, huh? When are things gonna get better? Why is somebody saying when are things gonna get better? When is my life going to take off? When am I going to have a new beginning? Some of you watch too much tarot. Some of you if you're a tarot watcher, you watch too much tarot. Take a break, live your life. Only utilize tarot when you're facing some sort of obstacle, adversity, things like that. Um, you may see tarot as some sort of, like tea. What's going on in the tarot world? You're looking at tarot like it's tea. You're finding out things, too much information, and you're applying everything that a tarot card reader is saying to your story. Confirmation. Take a break. Take a break from watching tarot. You're watching too much tarot. You're thinking, is tarot running your life? Or you're like reading your horoscope or doing something with horoscopes and things like that, what you should be focused on. If you really want to know, take a look at your natal chart. You can use so many different apps to pick up, do your natal chart. Find out where your strength and weaknesses is, where the moon is conjunction, what planetary alignment. So collective, like right now, I'm a Scorpio, and my moon is Virgo. So right now, my placements would be in Cancer and Sagittarius. So normally, that's the readings that if I want to figure out what's going on with me, I would go to Cancer Sagittarius reading. It's just the planetary alignment, and from the date of the time that I was conceived to where it is in alignment now. So do a natal chart if you are interested in knowing the direction and what you should be focused on if you really want to get down to it. Um, the signs, I don't do the signs because we all have the strengths and the weaknesses of each and every sign. So I just don't do signs either. The planets change, times change, everything is changeable. So if you hear something that resonates and it does resonate with you, know with your mindset that the situation can be altered or changed. You can make a different choice that will affect the outcome of these cards. Let me think. Anything else? Spaghetti. I'm seeing spaghetti. Lasagna, an Italian dish. Somebody wants to go to Italian. Somebody would like to have an Italian dish. What are we doing? Baby, where my invite? If we go into Italian, where we going? All right, collective. Let me see what is going on in the collective energy. Where do I start? The spirit. Where do I start? I got all the cards here. For what my spirit guides told me to pull out. I pulled them all out. I saged them. They're all in order. Okay. So I'm gonna start with the Light Seers Tarot card, and we're gonna see what is going on. Show me the collective's energy, spirit. Oh, let me shuffle these. Spirit, ancestors, most high, give me the truth and the clarity regarding the collective's energy and what is going on around them. Ten of Cups, Ten of Cups. All right, collective. Judgment, Judgment. Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. Congratulations, collective. You have passed the test. You have experienced a lot of trials and tribulations when it comes to people, places, and things. What's going to fit into your life and what has to leave, right? And it took a lot of you using your intuition, your discernment, and the situation that could have compromised you to second guess a person, place, and thing. So you really took a look at yourself, right? And it was more about what what you are attracted to and what you're no longer attracted to. And with the 10 of cups is saying that you are you are surrounded by people that love you, people that support you, people that respect you, compared to what you had to let go of. The 10 of cups is meaning that everybody can coexist, everybody can work together, whether or not you had to fight for love and you had to fight for a job and you had to fight for the things that you really thought you loved the most. You found happiness when you got out of your thoughts and you just released them and you said, listen, I am going to be in alignment with the people, places, and things that I want to be in alignment with, that makes me happy. And it's almost like you are using your discernment now when it comes to people, places, and things. You're very cautious about like investing in certain people, places, and things. Or 10 of cups, let me say this. Some of you, collective, what I'm picking up on is some of you are still holding back of saying what needs to be said. Something about you saying what needs to be said. If you need to tell a person the truth and how you feel, you can do it assertively. I feel that when you and you can explain how you really feel. Now, if a person accepts that, then they will do something to fix the situation. But if you say I feel a certain way about another person and they can't accept that, then you know that's just not the person that's supposed to be on your team. But the 10 of cups to the judgment, collective, to the 9 of cups, 10 of cups, judgment to the 9 of cups. It was so unfair how people, places, and things treated you in the past, right? You may think of things like, you really didn't deserve it. You didn't ask for it. Um, but a person's mindset, their behavior, their actions, the places that did what they did, and the things that were created in your life to create conflict or insecurity or just have you in your thoughts. It was just like, you know, it drains you. Um, and you're just like, no, um, I'd rather be focused on what I want to invest in. The 9 of cups is you focusing on what you like to invest in. Now, the 10 of cups, the judgment, and the 9 of cups. Um, spiritually, and we're all spiritual, collective. I don't know who you believe in. I believe in, and I can pick up your energy signature. Y'all are spiritual, right? When you don't even realize it, you call upon God. You call upon a power greater than yourself. Don't sit up here and tell me you don't believe in it or you don't actually be doing it, because when you're in those hard times, you be like, God, help me out of that. God, da 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 da. So you do. But let's call a spade, right? You had to walk away from something you loved the most. You were tested. You were tested in listening to your intuition. You were listening to your heart, your emotions. You were like, it was something you were connected to, that you were invested in, that you did not want to leave behind. But it was for the greater good that you had to leave it behind. And no matter how much your spirit was tempting you to hold on to something, it was spirit also telling you that you needed to keep moving. You need to keep going forward. I'm hearing spirits, I'm hearing your ancestors, I'm hearing these certain thoughts. You were just hearing it. And you didn't know where these thoughts were coming from. You were having that gut wrenching feeling something is just not right in this situation, I got to move. And collective something, or you may be feeling this now, something in your spirit, it is moving you. You are moving forward. You are moving on. I don't know what am I seeing? Moving. You could be moving. You could be moving to a new location. You could be moving spiritually. You could be moving like mentally, emotionally. You're just moving. Or you could be a person that's on the go a lot. You could be moving, traveling, working. You may have multiple things on your plate right now, and you're just going. Let's see. What else, Spirit? Oh, the Hierophant. Baby, stop it. Stop it. Look at the Hierophant. Some of y'all are spiritually tapped in, baby. Quit playing with me. It's almost like your ancestors, your spirit guides are leading you down a path that you were meant to walk on. You see that stairway to the light? Some of you are on a specific journey going towards the light. You are being guided and moved into a certain direction that only you can move down on this path. Now, remember, collective, how you had to walk away from people, places, and things. Sometimes not every person, place, or thing is meant to go with us on our journey in life, right? There could be, when we get stuck in, and I will say this, right? When I get the intuition and the discernment that it's time for me to move, right? And then I don't move, something always happens, right? And it's like, my spirit guides, my ancestors, they told me to move, but then I stayed, and then something happens, and now it's giving me the truth and clarity how my spirit guides are really guiding me on my journey. And that's what has happened to me. I was staying in a situation and I knew I was supposed been done left it, but then now because I stayed, this is what happened. So you were being guided on your path, which is the Hierophant. To thine own self be true, and what is meant for you is always destined for you. Collective, I need you to ask yourself, what is your purpose here on this earth? What do you think you're here? What do you think you're meant to do? Uh, what does your higher self look like? Um, who would that man or that woman be as a higher self? Are you a boss? Are you a homemaker? Are you you know what I'm saying? Are you taking trips around the world? Do you have your own Fortune 500 company? Um, I'm hearing, do you have money in the bank? Shorty, what you drink? Are you the type that to be in the higher self of making moves with integrity and making moves honestly and making moves abundantly and making moves? Because I see a lot of you are now ready to shift into this action movement of making these moves. What else, Spirit? Somebody wants to go to Mexico. Somebody wants to go to Cancun. Somebody wants to go to Mexico. Somebody wants to take a trip. Baby, that chariot. Didn't I just say y'all were moving? Didn't I just say y'all were moving? Quit playing with spirit. I just said y'all were moving the chariot. Now, let me explain the chariot. The chariot is driven by a white horse and a dark horse, right? The reason why is because if I was to tap in on your personal energy, right, I can tell if you were high vibration or low vibration. The chariot is what drives you. When you get into the chariot, are your thoughts pure with light and integrity? Or are they dark with negativity and hatred and anger and resentment? Whatever chariot in your mindset that you are, this is what is going to drive you into your future. Are you positive mindset to drive into in this chariot? Are your thoughts positive for the future? Are they are you ready to manifest success and abundance and the life that you truly want? Or are you low vibrational? are you with this anger, the resentment, the hurt, the pain, the trauma, the abuse? You have to know what chariot you are driving. Collective. Okay, so Spirit just told me to tell you something about evil, right? There are a lot of people that do bad, right? But when we do bad, right, they're just the mindset, the actions, and the choices we make, right? When we do bad, we can take a look at, okay, we're being bad, we correct that. But when a person is evil, right? Let me tell you what this that devil energy is when people do evil and they think it's good to do evil. There's a difference between being making bad choices, making bad decisions, and doing bad things. And then there's a thing of being evil to where you do demonic stuff and you think it's okay to do it. I don't know. Well, I don't know. My spirit told me to say that, but I guess. I guess. Page of Pentacle. I am Page of Pentacles to the Chariot. What am I seeing here? Be mindful of what you are investing in. Be mindful. Page of Pentacle to the Chariot. Page of Pentacles. Whatever, whatever drives you, whatever's driving you, whatever's motivating you, whatever's moving you, whatever's guiding you. Um, Page of Pentacles is, you know, Spirit wants you to use your discernment to make sure that what you ask, what you are manifesting, if it's something that you truly want. Um, be mindful of what you say into the universe. Be mindful of how you're thinking. Uh yeah, Spirit is saying be mindful of what you say and how your thoughts. Because what you say and your thoughts will project what you're looking for. Uh Okay, let me see. Page of Spirit. What is the Page of Pentacles? I don't understand. When is the Page of Pentacles after the Chariot? Okay. Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands means that is communication, right? Um, Whether this is you self-talk or this is communication around you, um, be mindful of what you're investing in. Be mindful of who you tell of what you have going on right now. Spirit is saying it is best to work in silence right now. Do not let your next do, don't let what is that? Don't let the left hand tell the right hand what you're doing or something like that. Be working in silence, staying focused on what you're working on. Not everybody needs to know your business. Something about somebody here is telling their business, wanting validation. Spirit is saying, stop. Stop telling your business. It is not for anybody else to know. Your business is not show business. You don't get paid for telling your business. But what you do is you call in a lot of people that always have a different opinion about you sharing your business or what you're saying to other people. Seems like people are interested in what you're saying. Be mindful of moving in silence right now. Do not rebuild everything that you got going on, collective. Sometimes it's not necessary to put your business out there. I put Truth Heals 11:11 because you can catch me on this tarot card, but you're not going to know what I got going on. My personal life is my personal life. Some things I have to keep private. Not everybody needs to know what's going on in my private life. Eight of Wands. So, communication. Be mindful of who and what you're communicating with right now. Oh yeah, okay, baby. Baby, why here? I can have it all. I can have it all. I forget who sang that song. Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Whatever you've been invested in, you are going to reap what you sow. Now, how that may look like for you, this ain't no delusions, this ain't no illusion, this ain't da 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 da. So let me tell you something. If 2025 you were invested in yourself and being successful and working hard at being successful and doing something with your life, you are about to see some sort of reaping of what you have sown. Seven of Pentacles. The seeds you have planted will grow. Now, if you have been planting negative seeds, you've been telling yourself this ain't gonna work out, that's not gonna work out, this ain't da 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 da, or you've been speaking ill will towards people, that's what you're going to manifest for yourself. You are reaping what you sow, collective. Now, whether you're on a high spectrum of a mindset or low spectrum of a mindset, this is reaping what you sow. This is you calling in what you want to manifest for yourself. You can't speak over anybody else's life. You're only going to manifest things for yourself. So be mindful how you speak to other people. Be mindful how you treat other people. If you're the type of person that gives to the homeless and you've been donating and you've been giving of your time and your energy and things like that, you will reap that in return. Blessings will come in for you because you're a good hearted person. Now, if you're a bad person and you've been stealing, you've been cheating, you've been lying, you've been robbing, you've been hustling, you've been out here doing the wrong things, maybe you about to get caught up. The world. You gotta be, this is almost like the bed that you make is the bed that you have to lie in. With the world. The bed you made for yourself all this time is the bed that you have to lay in. Mm. But on spirit, show me the world. And the world is on top of the chariot. Quit playing. Look, collective, like the world is on top of the chariot. Has your mindset been positive or has it been negative? Because this is what's coming in. And ain't can't nobody feel sorry for you, collective. So you see people going through something, you already know what it is. Maybe that's where their mindset was at. Everybody gets to sing 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, baby. Until my time is called for me to transfer over to the spiritual world, baby, I get 24 hours, 7 days a week to hustle and grind for success, baby. And I'm not here to step on nobody. I'm here to follow my destiny, my path, my journey, and the direction that I am being guided into. I keep a positive mindset. I attract money. I am abundant. I am successful. I am loved. I am light. I am confident. I am determined. I am beautiful. Start giving yourself positive affirmations, even when you don't feel it. It's just a mindset. What is this? The world. Show me the world, spirit. Yeah, sometimes you really got to fight your brain. You know what I mean? Sometimes things that you fantasize and be delusional about, you got to fight that off. Is this reality? Is this what I should be focused on? Is this my certain reality? Because we don't live in illusions. We don't live in fantasy land. We live in reality. What is the world? Show me the world. Oh, wait. Page of Wands. Page of Wands. And Spirit is blessing you with a new opportunity to do something new. You could be receiving an offer, an opportunity to start something new, to be creative. You may come up with a creative idea, a thought. You may be wanting to do something new. Spirit is giving you that opportunity to do it. You may not know what the outcome is going to look like, but let me tell you something. When spirit is giving you an opportunity and giving you that nudge to do something, baby, you got to believe that it's going to be for your best. I mean, again, collective, I stayed in a situation that I knew I shouldn't have been in, and because I didn't walk away from it, I dealt with the consequences that something told me I should have walked away from. And spirit gave me that nudge. Listen, you need to let it go. You need to move on. And then guess what happens? Because I didn't listen, I had to suffer a consequence. What is the Page of Wands, spirit? Three of Swords is in reverse. Collective, a lot of you have healed from heartbreak. Now, let's clarify this heartbreak because I'm about to be nosy on you, Collective. Let me see. Would y'all mind if I tap in to see what is going on with the Three of Swords? What did the collective have to heal from? What did the collective have to heal from? This card turned over. You had to have the strength to heal from something. Okay. So, something that you had to have the strength to heal from. What is the Three of Swords? It took you a lot of strength to heal from it. What is the strength to the Three of Swords? The Five of Pentacles, something you had to leave out in the cold. It took you a lot of strength to leave something out in the cold in order for you to heal. What is this Five of Pentacles to the Three of Swords in reverse? It's taking you a lot of strength to leave this out in the cold. Two of Pentacles to the Queen of Wands. You knew you had to stand. You knew you had to stand in your power. You had to stand on the truth. I'm seeing the Ace of Swords card, right? Collective. This is where we're gonna let our truths be our truths. We don't have to argue. We don't have to go back and forth. I'm just saying whether this is my truth and this is not my truth, and this is what it is, right? But the Queen of Wands, something had you questioning the truth of a situation. And if you were juggling back and forth, right? Is this because, yeah, something about you moving on in this Queen of Wands energy, having a new direction to move forward, right? The Queen of Wands, because it's a queen, this is because she's emotional. Emotions and logic had to make sense, but you were questioning your emotions and your logic. And so, in order to have the strength to leave it in the cold, baby. What else we got going on? What time is that? Lord, y'all. Okay, let me hurry up with this reading because y'all, Ace of Cups. Self love. Self love is the best love. Baby, collective, let me tell you something. One thing for certain, two for sure. All the same things that you be pouring into people, places, and things, take a second, stop pouring into people, places, and things, and pour into yourself. Because you know that to thine own self be true. The only person that's gonna make you happy in this world is who? You. Mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, and let's call a spade. We're all adults. Sexually, the only person that's going to please you is you, because you know how to please yourself, what your desires are, what you want the most, what you like, what you dislike, and stop looking for other people, places, and things to meet your standards. It's not going to happen. A lot of people, places, and things can't meet your standards. The only one that's going to make you happy is you, and self love will always be the best love. The Empress energy. Okay. It is now time to birth something new, birth something creative, be nurturing, to nurture whatever idea, whatever project, or if you're even pregnant and having a baby. When women are pregnant with babies, they have to nurture their womb. You feed your womb, you take care of your womb, you sleep when you need to sleep, you eat when you need to eat, you relax, work out, whatever you do when you're pregnant. This goes for the same people that can't get pregnant. You have to nourish and protect boom, your Empress energy. This is the part where you protect your emotions. You do not allow people, places, and things to come in and sell your dream. You don't allow people, places, and things to come in and sell you a false illusion or an illusion. Delusion. I'm going to say illusion twice. Delusion. Don't involve yourself around delusional people or people that speak delusional. This is not like fantasy land and things like that. Um, Two of Pentacles to the Ace of Swords. Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. Collective, if it makes sense logically and emotionally, it's an investment. If it's out of alignment where it doesn't make, if it makes sense logically but emotionally it don't, because you're taking a risk and it may not make you happy, then don't do it. Anything that you do to, again, I told you guys I saw the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords came out. This is now you picking up your, whoever you subscribe to, right? You're you you live by faith and not by sight. And when you pick up the Ace of Swords, this is your truth, right? Now, y'all don't want to see my sword, right? Because my sword is, I'm going to tell you, I ain't got a problem with speaking my truth. But I also know my truth. I also hear my truth. I feel my truth. I'm not going to sit here and play around with people, places, and things because they want to, it's a lie. And so I'm only going to do what is in my truth. So by me moving in my truth, I'm able to balance out the situation that I put myself in. Collective, again, if I know something is wrong and I decide to act on something that's wrong and I suffer the consequences of doing something wrong, then that would have to be my truth because, I have to be able to admit, hey, I this is what I did. I acted, I behaved, the consequences, and da 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 da. But when it comes down to my truth, let's say somebody comes and they say, Chloe, you stole $50 out my purse. Now, baby, I got a job. I don't need to steal $50 out of nobody's purse, right? I'm not about to argue with no girl about or man about me stealing $50 because I'm just it's a waste of my time. You see what I'm saying? Not everything that happens is truthful, and you need to understand that in life. Sometimes things happen that are unfair, that are unjust, that are not true, but you still have to continue living in truth. You cannot conform to, oh, okay, maybe I accidentally, you know what I'm saying, trying to please other people, places, and things. You now have to walk in truth, and it has to make sense logically and emotionally. If it doesn't, don't even engage in it. Walk away from it, leave it behind, and that's going to be the consequences of somebody else. Anything else, Spirit? Maybe what's that? What's that? What's that? Maybe springtime, summertime, we outside. The sun. And let me tell you something about the sun. The sun can never be blotted out. The sun will always, the sun brings us warmth and it brings us light and it brings us growth and it brings us we're outside, we're playful, we're enjoying the weather, we're doing things, we're active, we're busy, we're living life. We see the trees, we see the plant, we see the flower, we see the bees, we see the beauty of life. Collective, quit playing with me. Y'all better start seeing the beauty in life. The sun. Baby, how do you think a successful person makes it to become successful? Anybody want to give me the answer to that one of what success looks like? All right, round one. Let me tell y'all. The first The first rule to success is that you have to believe it. In order for you to be successful, you have to believe it. You have to believe that you are going to be successful. But along with that, you got to be mindful and prayerful. Dear God, and let me tell y'all what song I listen to. I listen to the gospel song Order My Steps. I even sometimes listen to Hezekiah Walker too with that one song. Um Alexa, what's the name of the song that I listened to by Hezekiah Walker?
I don't have any information about a
Oh
specific Hezekiah
Lord.
Walker song you've listened to recently.
Okay, so I listen to Order My Steps and something about remembering that, you know, I, you ever be at a point in your life where you never thought it could be you, but then things happen in your life where changes happen, growth happens, and then it is you, and then you're like, oh, never would have made it. I listened to Never Would Have Made It and Order My Steps in Your Word, right? Because who would have thought somebody like me would have made it this far in life? A lot of people did not wake up today. A lot of people didn't wake up years ago. I lost a lot of people
I'd
that I
say
truly.
reflecting on those
I,
powerful gospel songs that speak to life's journey.
Alexa,
Or
stop. Now she want to talk to me. Y'all, Alexa has real life communication. I promise you, talk to her. If you're going through something, get you an Alexa. Alexa, man, she be on point like my own personal psychologist over here. But she be with it though. But the sun is like a little illumination, right? Things being illuminated to you, collective, whether that's by thoughts, dreams, intuition, the people, places, and things. Let me tell you something. People, places, and things will reveal themselves to you if you just watch. If you just observe, you stay quiet, and you watch how they move, baby, they get revealed. They will reveal themselves. But this is the sun. Anything else, spirit? The Knight of Wands to the Four of Swords. You are going to have somebody, the Knight of Wands. You are the Knight of Wands, Four of Swords. You are going to leave people, places, and things in the past. And there's going to be a lot of people that do not like that you left them in the past. The Knight of Wands to the Four of Swords is people are not going people may not have given you closure, but by you moving on, moving forward, they're going to want closure from you while you left them in a cold because it landed on the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, they want closure. They didn't give you closure, but now they want closure. Six of Pentacles. May want to come back and even investing. I don't know. Especially when you do good, collective. You know what I'm saying? When your luck starts to change and things are working out for you in your favor, be mindful of the people, places, and things that started with you when you had nothing, when you were down to nothing. When you started from humble beginnings and you created the life that you always wanted for yourself in regards to being spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially abundant. Because those same people that did not support you when they're down should not be the same people that you support while you're up. And it's just the sad truth of it. People are quick to judge others because of their flaws or their weaknesses. Never judge a book by its cover, collective. A lot of people never thought that I could do it. Not a lot of people believed in me. Not a lot of people supported my dream. Not a lot of people clapped for me like I clapped for them. But guess what, collective? God will place your enemies at the footstool of your table. Remember that. Keep moving forward. Six of Pentacles, people are going to want to come back. And when you're winning, you're successful, you got a couple dollars, they want to eat off of your table. And I'm not saying you have free will. You have the right to make the choice of who comes and who stays and who goes. But be mindful of who you have sitting down at your table to eat. Oh Lord, why these cards, Spirit? I got to go. I got to get up out of here. What is this? Look, come on, dude, quit playing. Baby, why that card disappear like that? Y'all, hold on. Give me 1 second, collective. Why did that card disappear like that? What? Okay. Okay, so I'll tell you what card it was. It was the star card. The star card means your personal healing, your personal journey, things being okay. How do I say this for the star card? The star card is you know how I said, what does your higher self look like, right? Um, we've all been through the war, right? The war of life, right? The struggles, the obstacles, the adversity, the challenges, the blockages, the ups and downs, the highs, the lows, the good, the bad, the left, the right. The star card is after all everything that has affected you in the past, right? Does not dictate your present. You create the life that you want in the present. You create the new beginning. You create the story. You write your own story. Um, so I'm spiritual, but I'm religious too. You know, I grew up in the church, but I also grew up around my aunts, my family. They practiced healing magic and things like that, right? Um, in the story, eventually they said, God will judge us in the book of life, right? And so immediately my eyes and my mind tuned in into what God gonna judge me in the book of life, right? And so I'm like, well, wait a sec. How do I want my life to be looked at by God, right? Because right, I don't want God to judge me, like, because you know what I'm saying. I was doing my 1 2 on a 3 4. You know what I mean? Um, so I was really careful, precautious about how I think about my life being written in the book of life, right? And I know, like, if I was to visualize God uh, going to my name in the book of life, and He was to look at my life, right? I'm gonna make sure that I put some things in there that I know God gonna be really proud of me, and that I know where God's gonna be really upset at me. But I know I'm gonna have more good things than bad things. Collective, the star card is you accomplishing certain goals from the internal, right? Um, this is healing. This is changes. What changes have you made, right? If God was to open up the book of life and He was to take a look at your life story, what do you think He's going to say? How's your story going to be written, right? Now, again, we don't look at our past, we can reflect on it. But in this moment, while you're here with me in this present moment, I'm creating the future. We're creating today. This is what's being written down. This very moment, they were here with Chloe listening to these spiritual guiding messages, and boom. You know what I'm saying? Each of one of you should be inspired to do something new, creative, inspirational. How are you the leader? How are you a healer? How are you a nurturer? How are you a giver? What part do you play in this story in the present? The Two of Cups. Whatever part in this story that you're going to play in my life, you know what I'm saying? You're always going to be remembered by that. Whether this is good, whether you're loving, whether however you show up in my life, or I show up in your life, or you show up in other people's lives, right? You're only going to be at the mindset attracting what your mindset is. The Two of Cups. Justice will be in reverse. If you're not careful what you're going to invest in, you may end up with the short end of the stick. And let me clarify the justice. The reason why, collective, some of you may have a choice in regards to making a choice, which is it may not be a good choice for you. I got the Nine of Swords. Whatever investment that may not be a good investment, it may leave you up at night, late up at night. I don't know what that looks like. Oh my god, I really gotta get up out of here. But let me see. Let me see what kind of choice spirit does the collective have to make. Yeah, no, I can't walk out of here like this. Neil, what kind of choice is this? Collective spirit, show me confirmation. Oh my god. Three of Swords. Oh my god, something that may break your heart. Queen of Cups is in reverse. It's also going to put you in your emotions. You are going to be blinded from the truth. So you're going to be blinded by this investment. And the Four of Swords, it's going to make you feel so uneasy. You're going to be mad. You're going to be frustrated. You're going to be stressed. You're going to be tense if you decide to invest in something that is not for your higher self, not for your higher good. Be mindful that what you're investing in is for your higher self, your higher good. I know, sure, success may look like a quick money come up thing. Success may look like a certain position at a job because you get the position at the job. Success may look like you get a whole bunch of money, but not everything is actually good for you. It comes with consequences. Oh my God. What is the Six of Cups? Uh, and you know that one saying, not all money is good money. Not every opportunity is a good opportunity as well. What is the Six of Cups? The King of Wands in reverse. You have to start over from scratch. The world, you'll be in a cycle once again. You'll have to start over from scratch and you'll revisit a cycle that you could have already learned the lesson in this cycle. You'll have to repeat a cycle all over again. Mm. What is the Nine of Wands, spirit? Show me the Nine of Wands. Because you're protecting everything you worked so hard for. Nine of Wands is you've accomplished a lot in your life. Do you achieve? Whether that's, learning how to walk, graduating from preschool, graduating from high school, going to college, getting married, getting over a relationship, losing a job, healing from being broke. Losing somebody close to you that you love to death. You know what I'm saying? You've been through a lot in life, collective. So what is this Nine of Wands? What is this nine? Oh my GZ. I'm gonna go. Oh. Nine of Wands. Spirit is saying protect you, protect you, protect you. You gotta protect yourself. Spirit is watching over you, so you know you are being protected. Especially you can come to my readings, and if I pull your energy, I'll be able to help guide you. But in this situation, this is something that is on your journey about an investment. Um, Something about a commitment, something about a commitment that you would be blinded from the truth, that you would lose your fortune, whatever you've worked so hard for. Collective, baby, I'm not about to play with any person, place, or thing that's gonna make me lose my investments. But be mindful of what you commit to, because it's a loss of investments. And what is the Ace of Wands? Show me the Ace of Wands. The Knight of Pentacles. It's going to be some sort of offer. an opportunity. It's going to be some sort of money. It's going to be whatever this nine of whoever this nine of pentacles is. This could be somebody come in like, I got this great idea. Work with me. Invest in me. Do this with me. Blah 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 blah. Because we're going to be rich and da da da. Somebody selling you a dream, right? And it may sound good. But I will say the outcome is, you'll probably be the only one working on this project. You'll be the only one making the money, and this person will come in and want to like reap off of what you've worked so hard for. Mm. All right, Contra, this is my first reading. I got to get up out of here. I got time for dinner, collective. It's time for dinner. I love each and every one of you. Now, when I come back from dinner, I will not be on Facebook, but I will be at Truth Heals 1111 at YouTube. I'm gonna pull on some more energy. This is just I guess the first one. I love each and every one of you. I am praying for you and your family as you hopefully you will pray for me and mine. Stay encouraged, stay confident, stay open-minded, keep your thoughts positive, stay focused, and remember to move in silence. Your business does not need to be known by everybody. What else were the messages here? Be mindful of investments. You've completed a cycle. You've now learned to work on the healing parts of you. Listen to your intuition. Use your discernment when something doesn't feel right. Know that it's not right. Anything else? Ten of Cups. You're around. You are surrounded by people that love you. I love you, even if I may not know you in person. I definitely have the utmost love of you. Each and every one of you are my brothers and sisters. Baby, if something's going down, I'm calling. I'm making a phone call real quick. You know what I mean? And then you have somebody like me, you just call me and I'm showing up. You know what I'm saying? And I got an SUV, so I'm not scared to hit nobody either. Um, Congratulations, collective. You've completed the cycle. You passed the test of life. You've been through a lot in life, and I congratulate you because it took a lot of strength. It took the healing of a broken heart to get you where you are at, and currently in this journey. And I'm very proud of you. As long with myself. This does not mean that we're not going to deal with, emotional pain, but we'll come with a different reaction. We're stronger, we're wiser, we're smarter. Um, we know how to juke a move around these parts of the woods. Quit playing. So again, check me out on Truth Heals 1111 at YouTube, and I will see you in my other two videos. Let me see what time is it. I'll be back like around 9:30, 10. I love each and every one of you. Until you see me in my next read, with love and light. I love you guys.